All right, Alyssa, let's take a look at your paper. MLA format first. This looks good. Everything here looks good. You got too much space here. There's a button you can push that eliminates the space before here, so you just got to get that. Other than good alliteration, I'm not exactly thrilled with the title. I think it can be more original, something that will really draw your reader in. Speaking of that, your attention getter is a little weak. You jump right into the topic. Maybe a quote by Michael Phelps, or a quote about swimming, or a quote about preparedness or something like that. I don't know. So you jump right into it. You have a comma splice here that you're going to have to fix. My bigger problem, though, is 2 sentences in, and this is already jumping into your main points, which I think all of this is going to be your main points in your paper. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. This is fine. But there's no way you should be jumping into the main points that quickly. You really got to set up your paper, which I think your introduction is rather short anyway. You really got to set up your paper up here and then make sure it's fully set up before you jump into these main points. Your thesis is fine. Your main points are great. It's just this beginning part that you're going to need to work on to make it a little bit stronger. All right, so in your first body paragraph, we have your topic sentence talks about being diligent in practice. So the things that you talk about doing include positive attitudes and friendly competition with your teammates and preparing your starts and flip turns. Now, I don't know if you've quite fit in the concept of being diligent. I think the one about keeping a positive attitude, I think, fits into that diligent. But look how much you talk about that. That's all the way down to here. I mean, that's a significant part of your paragraph. The next part is friendly competition, but there's nothing really about diligence in there. It's more about attitude. Preparing your starts and flip turns is more about execution. I guess I can kind of see some diligence in here. I guess my point is, instead of your topic sentence being about diligence, maybe it's about like the intensity, I don't know, or the attitude, positive attitude, the attitude towards your teammates, the attitude towards attacking something. I don't know. I feel like maybe you could work that topic sentence a little bit better. You have good support. You cited it correctly, although this is going to be in quotes, because I hope it's in quotes in your works cited page. Really you have a pretty straightforward paper, Alyssa. Probably my biggest problem is word choice. I don't think you have a real strong word choice, bordering on the edge of almost boring to read as far as your word choice. There's nothing that, I don't have any, big, huge, unique language. I don't hear a unique voice out of you. This literally could be written by any swimmer, but I want to hear it from Alyssa's point of view. So I think there's just ways that you can add that in, whether it's word choice, whether it's personal examples. I know you can't use I, but use examples of what you could do with teammates. What does it mean to be diligent when attacking these flip turns and all that kind of stuff. Things like that you could do to strengthen your paper. All right, from a hard day working in practice, comma, it will help to strengthen you for race day. I think you'd be a little bit more specific with that transition statement too, as far as the idea of preparation or something along those lines. A couple examples of using a better voice in this paragraph. So to have a successful race, preparing for race day is essential. This is a weak topic sentence, but you're talking about essentiality, which I get, but it's just a very weak topic sentence. So you, in the first sentence, preparing for race day. Second sentence, preparing for race day. You use the exact same phrase twice. So that doesn't help you. Also, you get down here, junk food and pop the day of the race will not make you feel good when competing. So reword it. Mowing down on Reese's Pieces cups and Monsters will make you not hurl in the water, but hurl in the toilet. I don't know. Something like that actually lends some voice to your paper, and it's unique and original, and, shows me that you're a unique writer. Again, this paragraph just lacks that uniqueness, because really, you talk about preparing for race day. What do you need to prepare for race day? Well, one is looking at the heat sheet, which is fine. But then you talk about getting enough sleep, which you only write one sentence about. And then staying hydrated and eating healthy. Most of this is even before you get to the meat, though. So I'm wondering if maybe you can rework this paragraph and maybe focus more on, before the meet and then at the meet, maybe would be two different ways that you can win the race. Stronger topic sentence, stronger voice overall, more specific support overall. Decent transition, that's not bad, to move yourself into the next paragraph. Hey, lo and behold, we get to your third body paragraph, and we have a little bit better word choice. In order to ruffle your opponents, I like that. Acting like you know what you're doing will help to psych them out. So not a bad topic sentence, that's good. So you talk about getting to the pool early and warming up, which is fine. Eye contact and smiling. I almost think that would be worse, wouldn't it? I don't know. I feel like you'd want to scowl at them or have like no expression. I don't know. But even you say they may try to talk to you, but don't let them. Remember, you're trying to beat them, not become their best friend, which is good. Standing tall and looking confident. If they keep watching every move you make. Again, none of this is unique stuff, not like the beginning part. You're at least using some, original language at the beginning, but none of this is super unique to you. So try to think of, again, more specific examples, more specific imagery, different ways to kind of say the same things that you're saying. Adding in figurative language, standing tall like something. Remember, you're not here to make friends. You're here to beat the living tar out of them, or leave them in your proverbial dust. I don't know, something that is a little bit more unique. Knowing you have successfully imitated your opponents will increase your abilities to swim quickly. You just might want to rephrase that sentence. There's another sentence in here this is another sentence that just sounds weird. When smiling at them and acting like you're not nervous may actually make them more nervous. And I just feel like you could reword that sentence a little bit. All right, let's get to your last body paragraph. All right, topic sentence again needs to be stronger. Just is obviously the most important step. You gotta be specific. Like, what kind of race are you supposed to swim? I don't know. Just be specific with that. Again, this whole thing lacks any more voice than anything else. And some of the stuff, and I know you know this stuff, Alyssa, but I mean, I could look it up on Google and figure out about hitting it hard. I mean, heck, I have a very cursory knowledge of swim, and I could probably write most of this stuff. Get a little bit more intimate. I bet you could. I mean, there's got to be a million things coaches said to you over the years that's unique to this sport and unique to what you have to do. So really try to add some of that stuff in there. You try to, right here, well, what fun is that? I mean, at least that's a little bit of a voice there. No comma here. It's a joyous moment. Live it up, but also be a good sport. Don't need a comma there. So anyways, just need nothing. Again, Alyssa, nothing is wrong, quote unquote, with this paper. It just needs a better voice out of you. All right, you have everything in your conclusion that you need. Even phrasing, practicing racing in practice. Sounds kind of awkward, right? No comma there. So even stuff like that, I think you just need to work on and get better. And this is, I'm sorry I'm piling on you, Alyssa. Even this quote is boring. I don't know. It's just a super boring quote too. That's not very motivating to me. I don't know. I just feel like I feel like you could come up with a better quote at the end than that. The only thing you got to change here, works cited entry, numbers go first. So it'd go 10, 21, and then the G. This G is for goal setting. That'd go down here. Okay. So everything in your in-text citation should have quotes around it, since all of these do. So I think the only one you didn't do it on was the first one. Yeah, this one. So you got to make sure that you fix that. All right, Alyssa, not a bad paper. Still got some work to do to make it unique. And I'm trying to just tell you this too, because you're going to be in college. You're not going to know the professor. They're not going to know you. And you're going to want to impress them with your voice. And this kind of paper wouldn't impress them. So really try to work on that word choice for a rewrite. But good luck.